I call this two-phase breath because it's a joke. All right. First of all, it's biphasic breath, which is two phases. So I decided to call it two-phase because I thought that was good. But also because we're breaking the rules. All right. Now I told you nose breathing, nose. What have I been saying? I've been saying nose breathing, nose breathing, nose breathing, nose breathing forever, right? And now we're going to breathe through the mouth. We're going to start to break the rules. But you can break the rules sometimes when you know what you're doing. Yeah. Now, if you've cultivated and spent a good period of time, ideally several years, cultivating strong, powerful nose breathing, then occasionally you can break it. You can do some mouth breathing, which we're going to do today. And that's why I put the mouth breathing stuff at the end of the program, or towards the end, because I want you to get that nose breathing down, and I mean down, as they say, because it's so important. Right? If you want to look at some of the negative consequences of mouth breathing, then you can read the book, James Nestor's book called Breath. And that will give you a whole catalogue of horrific physiological consequences for mouth breathing. So we're going to approach this gently, all right? And this is the practice. We're going to do a biphasic inhale. So its breath in is going through the nose. And then just release on the exhale. Yeah. And we're going to do between 9 and 27 breaths like that. And then we're going to do a biphasic inhale through the mouth and release through the nose. Between 9 and 27 breaths like that. So my plan is to do 9 breaths first of all, of one, and then 9 breaths of the other. Okay? And we're going to do 3 times of each. If it feels good, I'll take it into 27, but we might stay with 9. So that's biphasic inhale through the nose. That's 1, 2, out through the mouth. That's 3 breaths, and we're going to go to 9, to somewhere between 9 and 27 on that. And then we're going to turn it round and alternate and go through the mouth. Between 9 and 27 breaths. And then we're going to do 3 rounds each like that. And then to finish, what we're going to do is going to go to 90-10 breath. The drop, remember, the 90-10 breath. 9 rounds like that. And then into breath hold. And in breath hold to finish. Great. So let's begin. Comfortable sitting. Start with breath awareness. I'm going to count the breaths with my fingers. I should mention this. This is a really good way to count breaths. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. So you don't have to think. Right? And if you want to do multiples of 9, that's 1 9, that's 2 9s, that's 3 9s, that's 27. Yeah? That's 54. That's 72. That's 108. So you can count on your fingers up to 108 quite easily. Okay, and then you don't have to think about the numbers. You can just shift along a little bit with each breath, which is what you'll see me doing on the video if you watch it. Great. So come back into breath awareness. And begin the biphasic breath through the nose. We'll do, I'll tell you, I'll say when we're changing. That's 9 breaths. Let's change now and come into the mouth biphasic. Back into nose. Back into mouth. Back into nose. Back into the mouth. And now into 90-10 breaths, 9 rounds. 90-10 through the nose and the mouth, out through the nose. Now into deep in-breath and in-breath hold. Excellent. Now, I'm teaching that practice because it exists. Yeah, some people really love it, and some people get a lot of benefit from that practice. I'm not particularly a fan of it, but that's neither here nor there. So, give it a go, try it for yourself, see how it feels. If you like it, go for it.